Payday. The day I feel rich. The money lands. They notice the new number in their banking app. They feel a small surge of relief or excitement. And then over the following days and weeks, that money quietly disappears into rent, groceries, subscriptions, a few impulse purchases, and the general fog of modern spending, until the account is thin again and they are waiting for the next payday to arrive and rescue them. This is how most people experience their entire financial life. Payday to payday. Rescue to rescue. 26 times a year if you are paid bi-weekly. 52 times a year if you are paid weekly. And every single one of those moments is either a missed opportunity or a small step forward, depending entirely on what you do in the 10 minutes immediately following the money landing in your account. Today I am giving you a routine. Not a philosophy. Not a mindset. An actual, specific, repeatable sequence of steps to do every single time you get paid, that turns payday from something that happens to you into something you actively run. This takes about 10 to 15 minutes per paycheck. It requires no spreadsheet wizard, no finance degree, and no dramatic lifestyle change. It just requires doing the same SMART sequence, in the same order, every single time the money lands. Let's build it together step by step. Step 1. Pay yourself first, before anything else touches this money. The very first thing that happens on payday, before a single bill gets paid, before a single purchase gets made, is that a portion of the paycheck moves directly into savings or investments. Not after expenses. Not whatever is left over first. This concept has a name in personal finance, and it is called paying yourself first. And it is, without exaggeration, the single most important behavioral principle in this entire routine. Here is why the order matters so dramatically. If you pay your bills first and save whatever is left over, the amount you save becomes entirely dependent on how disciplined your spending was that pay period, which fluctuates constantly, and for most people, trends towards zero by the end of the month. If you save first and live on what remains, your savings rate becomes fixed and guaranteed, and your spending simply adjusts to fit within the smaller remaining amount, which it almost always does, because spending is remarkably elastic or flexible. A study by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that automated pay-yourself-first savings plans result in savings rates 81% higher than savings plans that rely on remembering to transfer money manually after expenses are paid. 81%. The order of operations alone, not the amount, not the discipline, just the sequencing, produces that dramatic difference. The practical version of this step: set up an automatic transfer that triggers on payday itself, moving a fixed percentage or fixed dollar amount directly from checking to a separate savings or investment account. Most banks allow you to schedule this transfer for the exact date your paycheck typically arrives, meaning it happens before you have even opened the app to look at the new balance. How much should move? A commonly cited target is 20% of your take-home pay, split between short-term savings and long-term investing. Though if 20% feels impossible right now, even 5% to 10% started immediately and automated builds the habit and the muscle that you can scale up later. The behavior matters more at the start than the amount. Step 2. Cover your fixed essentials, the non-negotiables. Once the pay-yourself-first transfer has happened, the next step is to make sure your fixed essential expenses are covered. Rent or mortgage, utilities, minimum debt payments, insurance, and groceries. This sounds obvious, but the reason it deserves a dedicated step in the routine is sequencing again. Many people's financial stress comes not from a lack of money overall, but from a lack of clarity about whether the money currently in their account is free or already spoken for by upcoming bills. The fix is simple. On payday, immediately calculate or reference your known fixed costs for the pay period, and either pay them immediately if they are due, or set that money aside in a separate bills sub-account so it stops appearing as available balance in your main checking account. Many modern banking apps allow you to create labeled sub-accounts or buckets within a single account for exactly this purpose. If your rent is $1,500 and due in 10 days, moving that $1,500 into a clearly labeled rent bucket immediately on payday means your checking account balance is no longer lying to you. The number you see when you check your balance for the rest of the pay period is the number that is genuinely, safely available to spend, not a number that includes money you have already mentally promised to your landlord. Research from the behavioral finance field shows that people consistently overspend when their available balance includes money earmarked for future bills, a phenomenon sometimes called phantom wealth. The brain treats money sitting visibly in an account as spendable, regardless of whether it is actually free. Separating it removes the temptation entirely, because the brain can no longer see it as available. Step 3. Handle your debt beyond the minimum. If you are carrying high-interest debt, credit cards, personal loans, anything in the double digits on the interest rate, payday is the moment to send an extra payment toward it, beyond whatever minimum was covered in Step 2. Here is the math that should motivate this step every single time. The average credit card interest rate in the current environment is approximately 21% to 22%. There is no investment, no savings account, no realistic opportunity available to the average person that reliably outperforms a guaranteed 21% to 22% return, which is exactly what you get in effect by paying down debt at that interest rate instead of leaving it to accrue. The practical version: after your savings transfer and your fixed bills are accounted for, look at any remaining discretionary income and send a portion of it, even a modest fixed amount like $50 or $100 per paycheck, directly toward your highest interest debt balance. This is sometimes called the avalanche method, and it specifically means targeting the highest interest debt first while making minimum payments on everything else, because that approach mathematically minimizes the total interest you pay over time. A consistent extra payment of just $100 per month on a $5,000 credit card balance at 22% interest reduces the payoff time from over 10 years when making only minimum payments to approximately 3.5 years, and saves several $1,000s in interest in the process. The payday routine is where this extra payment gets made consistently, rather than sporadically whenever you happen to remember or feel motivated. If you have no high-interest debt, genuinely no balance above roughly 7% to 8% interest, this step can be skipped or redirected entirely towards Step 1: investing allocation. Low-interest debt, like many mortgages or some auto loans, is generally fine to pay on its normal schedule while you direct extra money toward investing instead. Step 4: fund your fun money, guilt-free spending. This step surprises people because it sounds like it contradicts everything that came before it. It does not. It is, in fact, essential to making the entire routine sustainable. After savings, bills, and debt payments are handled, designate a specific fixed amount of the remaining money as guilt-free spending money. Money you are explicitly allowed to spend on whatever you want, without tracking it, justifying it, or feeling bad about it afterward. Here is why this step exists. Research on budgeting adherence consistently finds that budgets without any allowance for discretionary, judgment-free spending have dramatically higher failure rates than budgets that build in a guilt-free spending category from the start. The psychological mechanism is straightforward. Total deprivation produces rebellion. A person who feels they are not allowed to spend on anything enjoyable eventually breaks the budget entirely, often spectacularly, in a way that unwinds weeks or months of disciplined saving. By contrast, a person who has already designated, say, $150 per paycheck as genuinely guilt-free spending money has removed the psychological pressure entirely. They can buy the coffee, the new shirt, the dinner out without any internal conflict, because that spending was already planned for and accounted for. It is not a failure of discipline. It is the discipline working exactly as designed. The amount varies enormously by income and circumstances. The point is to build the fun into the plan, on purpose, every single payday, rather than treating all non-essential spending as a moral failure so you would feel guilty after the fact. Step 5: check your subscriptions, the payday audit. This step does not need to happen every single payday with the same intensity, but it deserves a recurring slot in the routine, ideally, at minimum, on the first payday of every month. The average American spends approximately $219 per month on subscription services, streaming platforms, apps, memberships, software, according to a recent C+R research survey. And critically, the same research found that people consistently underestimate their actual subscription, spending by more than 2.5 times when asked to guess the number before checking. Subscriptions are specifically designed to be invisible, small recurring charges that do not feel significant individually, but compound into a substantial monthly expense collectively. The payday audit is simple. Once a month, scroll through your bank and credit card statements specifically looking for recurring charges. Ask for each one honestly, did I use this in the past 30 days? Would I miss it if it disappeared tomorrow? For anything where the answer is no, cancel it on the spot in that moment rather than making a mental note to deal with it later, because later highly likely will never come. Eliminating even 2 or 3 unused subscriptions, averaging $15 each, redirects $45 per month, $540 per year, towards Step 1 savings transfer without requiring any sacrifice at all, because by definition, you are not using or benefiting from the thing you canceled. Step 6. Review your progress, the 2-minute glance. The final step in the payday routine takes less than 2 minutes, and its purpose is purely motivational rather than mechanical. Open your savings or investment account and simply look at the balance. Notice that it grew. Notice that the number from 2 weeks ago is smaller than the number today. This sounds almost too simple to matter, but it matters significantly because of a concept in behavioral psychology called the progress principle. Research originally led by Harvard Business School professor Teresa Amabile found that visible, even small, evidence of progress toward a goal is one of the strongest motivators of continued effort, often more powerful than the size of external rewards. Watching your savings balance climb, paycheck after paycheck, even by modest amounts, builds the psychological momentum that makes the entire routine sustainable over months and years, rather than something you do enthusiastically for 3 paychecks and then quietly abandon. This step is not about analysis. It is not about adjusting your strategy every 2 weeks based on small fluctuations. It is simply about looking, noticing, and letting the visible evidence of progress reinforce the habit you are building. Finally, let's pull it all together, the full rundown. Step 1. The moment your paycheck lands, an automated transfer, already scheduled, requiring no action from you, moves a percentage of it directly into savings and investments. This happens before you spend a single dollar. Step 2. Your fixed essential bills are accounted for, either paid immediately or moved into a clearly labeled separate bucket so your checking account balance reflects only what is genuinely available to spend. Step 3. If you are carrying high-interest debt, an extra payment, even a modest fixed amount, goes toward the highest interest balance, beyond the minimum payment. Step 4. A specific fixed amount is designated as guilt-free spending money, allowing you to enjoy your money without internal conflict, because it was planned for in advance. Step 5. Once a month, a quick scroll through your statements catches and cancels any subscriptions you are not actually using. Step 6. A 2-minute glance at your growing savings balance reinforces the habit and builds the motivation to keep doing this every single time you get paid. The entire sequence takes roughly 10 to 15 minutes per paycheck. Compare that to the alternative most people are currently running, which is spend reactively for 2 weeks, feel vaguely anxious about money the whole time, and hope there is something left over by the next payday. Same amount of income. Wildly different outcome, determined entirely by what happens in those first 15 minutes. Here is the thing about this routine that makes it genuinely powerful. None of it requires you to earn more money. Most financial advice eventually points toward make more money, which is true and useful, but also entirely outside your control on any given Tuesday. This routine works with the income you already have today, regardless of what that number is. It simply changes the order in which that money gets assigned a job. Savings first, essentials second, debt acceleration third, guilt-free spending fourth, leaks caught fifth, progress acknowledged sixth. 26 times a year if you are paid bi-weekly. 26 opportunities to either let the money happen to you, or to run the sequence and make the money work for you. The difference between those two paths, repeated consistently over a working career, is not a small difference. It is the entire difference between reaching the financial milestones we have talked about throughout this series and not reaching them. Payday is not just the day the money arrives. It is the most leveraged 10 minutes of your entire financial month. Use it on purpose every single time and watch what changes. Hope you gain some insights. Hit like and subscribe. See you in the next video.